I bet you could get a few sessions with one of them if you want. We only ever use it for this kind of test and, very rarely, for prey if we need it, or, things that attack us, hypothetically. Things that attack you? Glory asked, perking up her ears. Like mysterious rainforest monsters? She wondered. We should get back to your friends, he said. They'll be waking up any minute, and we can tell them our good news about being related. So awesome! All right, she said. I've seen enough here. And I'm pretty sure I've gotten all the answers about my family that I'm ever going to get. A long-lost sister, Jambu yammered, curling his tail around the branch. So cool! I can teach you tree gliding and show you all the different fruits in the rainforest and how to take care of your sloth and... He swung around the branch and glided off, still talking. Glory took one more look at the village hatchery and followed him. She couldn't help but notice that he had no questions for her. He didn't care where she'd been, or who'd stolen her, or why. He didn't ask about the world beyond the rainforest. He had lots of ideas for what he could show her, but didn't seem interested in what she might be able to teach him. She shook her head and navigated around a mossy tree trunk. Who cares anyway? Even if it's all true, everything the Guardians said about Rainwings, even if they are all useless and don't care about the right things, I'm still me, and I am not going to be like them. Not ever. No way. Chapter 6. Glory was not surprised to find Tsunami twitching violently in her sleep when she and Jambu landed. The Sea Wing would probably be ready to fight someone the moment her eyes opened. What was surprising, though, was discovering what Starflight got up to when he was bored. Hey, Glory, he called the moment he spotted her. Watch this. The Nightwing rolled one of the larger pieces of fruit, a round, light pinkish melon-looking thing, in front of Clay's nose and jumped back. Although he was still knocked out, Clay's nose started twitching. His snout trembled and sniffed and inched closer and closer to the melon. His stomach growled loudly. His tongue flicked in and out. Starflight took the melon away again, and Clay stopped moving with a long, tragic sigh. Isn't that hilarious? Starflight asked Glory. She gave him an amused look. I've always figured torturing our sleeping friends would be funny. He sat back and flung his tail over his talons, frowning. I didn't have anything else to do. It's been unbearably quiet with everyone sleeping. His eyes flicked to Jambu. Have you asked him about your... Yup, Glory interjected. Dead end. We're brother and sister, Jambu announced gleefully. Starflight tilted his head slowly to one side and gave Glory an, is he joking? Look. You don't seem much alike, he politely understated. She shrugged, and the sloth on her back said, Squirrable. Starflight's eyes nearly popped out of his head. Glory, he said, there's a sloth on you. You've got a sloth. It's sitting right on your neck. I know, Glory said. Apparently they're like pets to the Rainwings. This one likes me, even though I've explained to it that I'm pretty disagreeable. Oh, fascinating, Starflight said. His talons twitched as if he were dying for a scroll to check or somewhere to write notes. If I remember right, pets don't tend to do well in dragon communities. They usually get eaten by forgetful relatives or sometimes by the owner herself. Scavengers, on the other Talon, apparently keep all kinds of odd prey animals as pets, like cows and goats and fish. That's according to a longitudinal study of peculiar scavenger behavior. Anyway. Glory remembered that scroll, but she hadn't taken it very seriously. Some of the things scavengers supposedly did were too absurd to be real. We would never eat our pets, Jambu interjected. Why bother? There's enough fruit in the rainforest to be sure no Rainwing will ever go hungry, and the sun gives us more than half the energy we need to survive anyway. So you really don't eat meat? Starflight asked, giving Glory a sideways glance. You're all vegetarians. Vegetarian dragons? Jambu waved his front talons airily. We're not strict about it. We eat what we feel like eating. Bananas are easier to catch and peel than monkeys are. That's all. Lazy fruit eaters, Glory thought. Just like everyone says they are. But they also have tranquilizer blowguns and a cleverly designed hidden village, she reminded herself. It didn't help. They didn't even notice my egg was gone. Ouch, said a small voice behind them. I think something bit me. What? Where are we? Starflight bounded over to Sunny's side. Are you all right? He asked, helping her stand up. The little sandwing blinked several times and stared around at the Rainwing village. How did we get here? She shook out her wings and peeked over the edge. Oh my gosh, that's a long way down. Glory, you have a cute furry thing. Can I hold it? Please, please? Why not? Glory said, disentangling the sloth from around her neck. Just don't eat it. She passed it over to Sunny, who cradled it gently between her front talons. The sloth poked Sunny's snout in a curious exploratory way, then climbed up it onto her head and sat down with a yawn. It's not afraid of dragons at all, Starflight mused. Fascinating. His eyes still closed. Everything hurts. Sunny crawled over to him and checked his wound. Even from where she was, Glory could tell that it looked worse. The blackness was spreading, and the scratch looked angrily twisted and raw. Nothing's going to get me, Tsunami yelled, leaping to her feet. I'll fight off any poisonous bugs. Ack! Where are we? She wobbled on her talons and